So today I have a special guest. She is so nutty, nice, amazing, wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Always so welcoming and super fun to watch. She's part of one of my favorite communities on Twitch. Please welcome BlurryAlmond to tonight's episode.
Hello.
Hello. The first thing I ask before we start is, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Overslept. My alarm didn't go off, so getting the kids up, rushing them out the door, and just sitting here, kind of in a daze.
So, how do you manage streaming with having kids, by the way?
It's a struggle. I didn't really stream much over the summer because they were home from school. It's a lot easier for me to stream while they're in school, just because I have the morning into mid-afternoon uninterrupted, so I can do a lot of stuff.
That's good. Can you tell me about how you discovered Twitch, how you decided to become a streamer, and a little bit about the channel?
Yeah, so I want to say I was on TikTok. I discovered Twitch during the whole COVID thing, which I think a lot of people did also. But I was on TikTok, and there's this one creator whose name was like T-Tone or something like that, and his videos always made me laugh. And then one day I came across a thing and said that he was live on Twitch. I'm like, well, what's Twitch? So I went and logged in and was watching his stuff. Started seeing that there were creators from YouTube that were streaming on Twitch, and started watching them, and then it just evolved from there. Just watching everyone play games. I was like, well, I enjoy playing games. I have this PC, so maybe I'll look into it and see how I'll do. And
there you are. There you are, thriving as ever.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you're part of, as I said, like one of my favorite communities. How did you meet Hammer Pants?
Met Hammer through one of his mods, Rangers. And I met Rangers through a mutual streamer, Fridges. And I think before that, it was Terrorizer. He's pretty big on YouTube. He was streaming, we were watching him, and then his girlfriend, and then we ended up joining the Discord for Fridge and Meme, and we were playing, what was the game at the time? The big game at the time we were playing was Ark, I think. It was a while ago. We just started hanging out on there, and then Hamma joined once or twice, and I had fun scaring the hell out of him, and his energy from the moment I met him was very, Hamma, high energy, goofy, easily scared, and I was like, this guy's great.
Yesterday I just like went on a tangent with like using stream loot cards, and he was like, you're dead in 7 days to die next time. It was so funny, honestly. Like, I'm like, yeah, well, just kill me, I'm all yours.
Right? It's fun. I enjoy playing games with him. The banter with him is amazing, and just going into fights and just killing each other randomly for extended periods of times for no reason is fun.
There is a clip I remember where you were saying something, and then he got like kind of like in a funny way, kind of like angry at you, and he called you like you whore or something. I remember that.
It's probably yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
A lot of stuff, but it's all out of fun.
Yeah, I know.
He's good people.
Yeah. So I want to know, like, where did the name BlurryAlmond come from? Like, what's the lore behind it? When you first logged in onto Twitch, did you go with BlurryAlmond, or was it something else?
So I've actually had that tag, BlurryAlmond, for going on 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was like right after my son was born. I had gotten an Xbox, and I wanted to play some games. I hadn't gamed in a long time. I had played years, like 6 or 7 years beforehand on the consoles, and I grew up with console games, and I had gone a while without it. And like I said, after my son was born, I got an Xbox. So I was like, I want to play some games. I miss playing games because I enjoyed it. And I signed on, and it's like, you have to have this tag. I'm like, well, I don't want to have to do all this. I was like, okay, whatever. So I let it randomly generate a gamer tag for me, and it came up BlurryAlmond, and I read it as BlurryAlmond. I was like, well, that's not what it's showing on there, so I'm going to change it to BlurryAlmond, because when I thought it read BlurryAlmond, it was like, that clicked. I was like, that seems appropriate. That seems like that's mine. You know, you have that moment where you're like, oh, this is right. This is how it's supposed to be. That's the way it felt with that name. I was like, I'll just keep it. So it was always between, when I played games, always did 2 different gamer tags. It was either BlurryAlmond or it was Madame Fire. It was one of those 2. But
it was what? Which one? Which one is the second?
Madame Fire.
Oh, Madame Fire. I was like the damn Viner. I'm like, what does Vine have to do with it?
Madame Fire, yeah. But yeah, the BlurryAlmond always stuck because it that felt right.
I mean, it suits the channel and your personality, honestly. So, do you remember what was the first game you ever streamed?
Yes, it was Amnesia.
Oh, which one? Which Amnesia?
I'm trying to remember. Rebirth.
Rebirth. Okay.
Amnesia Rebirth, yeah. And I think I had done it for the St. Jude's charity drive. It was when I first started streaming.
That's nice. When did you decide on like what type of content you're going to be streaming? Like you said, okay, I'm going to be a horror streamer. No, I'm going to be an FPS streamer, for example.
So it was always, I'm just going to stream what I like, what I want to play, what my PC will handle me playing and streaming at the same time. I liked horror. I like first person. I've come to really enjoy like sandbox and craft survival and stuff like that.
So what are the limits in your streams? Like what would piss you off? What can get someone banned besides like graphic artists and bots? Like what's allowed, what isn't?
Obviously you got the big ones. No racism, no pedophilia, that the obvious thing. Try to keep politics out of it just because that can, even though you try to be respectful, I am. I try to be respectful of everyone's political views. I don't try and force my own on others. I don't expect others to try and force theirs on me. So if I feel like at some point in time that's what's happening, that you'll get a warning, and if it continues, you'll get a ban. Just can't be nasty and hateful to people. I mean, you've been in my chat. I mean, we have the banter, we talk shit to each other, we have fun. And that's what it's meant to be. It's supposed to have fun, come out and chill. I try to have music playing, so if you just want to have my annoying voice in the background with some music playing just to have background noise, then by all means do it, because I'm here to give you that entertainment and that noise.
Listen, if your voice is as annoying as a beautiful song and melody, then yes.
Well, that's sweet. I thank you.
What games you would never see yourself playing?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I know I'm restricted by what games I can play with Twitch, so I try to avoid those games as of right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I used to enjoy platform games. I don't care for them too much. Some games like League of Legends. I've tried to play those games. I can't keep track of myself or what's going on the screen, so I can't do stuff like that.
I mean, League of Legends is LOL, so you couldn't have a LOL playing it. Okay, I'll see myself.
I've tried to watch the other people play it. I'm like, I don't know how you keep track of anything on it.
That's fair. How many hours per day or week do you spend on Twitch in general? Like not only streaming.
On Twitch, so Twitch is almost always up in the background. Because there's almost always someone that I support on. So I want to make sure that it's up in the background, giving them the view. So almost 24 hours a day, except for at night. I'll probably close it out because my PC doesn't like running 24/7. Every once in a while.
Yeah, because PCs, aren't meant to be like running 24/7. So this is pretty much what I do as well. Even at work, I'm either modding or just like doing my job or just having people in the background, So this is the final question in this segment. To the new people out there who just started streaming or are thinking about it, what's one advice you want to give them?
Have fun with it. Don't go into it thinking you're going to become viral and you're going to make millions of dollars. No. Just have fun. If you're going to play the game and you want to stream, do it because you're enjoying the game. Don't worry about whether or not don't look at that. When it gives you that information on your stream and it shows you views, Don't show that. Don't look at that. Have something else up. Because the only thing you're going to do is you're going to bring yourself down. And if you're wanting to get into streaming, you don't want to bring yourself down. You want to try and keep yourself in a happy way, happy medium there. Because if you're not happy, you're not going to enjoy it. What's the point?
Yep, that's true. I'm gonna flip the segments. So this is the mini game. So I've added a fun little mini game. In this mini game, I'm gonna name a set of 3 games each time. You better have something to write it down if you want.
Oh God, I don't.
It's fine. It's fine. You can have like a notepad open somewhere. So you will have you played Kill, Marry, Sleep With?
Yes.
This is similar. So I'm gonna name you a set of 3 games each time. You'll have to tell me which one you'd play, which one you'd delete from existence, which one you'd uninstall. It's play, delete, uninstall. This also includes the whole franchise. And by play...
Oh, the whole franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By play, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit of a dick in this segment. So...
Oh no!
Okay, so by play, I mean you can play it, like, keep it forever. By uninstall, you can play it once. It's considered as a demo. Like, you have a set amount of time to play it, and then you can't go back to it. And delete, it's like gone for everyone. And you have 3 jokers that allow you to either delete all of the games during one of the questions or keep all of them. You cannot uninstall, you cannot keep or delete 2. You're also free to skip any of these questions if you blank out or get stuck on one.
Okay.
Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Battlefield.
Definitely keep Call of Duty.
Okay.
Uninstall Counter-Strike probably, and then the last one probably.
Delete Battlefield. Okay. Apex, Fortnite, and Valorant.
Fortnite, I'm keeping that bitch.
Okay.
I've never played Valorant, so I'm okay with deleting that. Play.
Uninstall Apex. Okay. So PUBG, Overwatch 2, and Halo.
I don't know. The only game of those 3 that I've played is Halo, and that was like original Halo.
You remember you can either skip or use a joker.
I'll have to skip this one.
Valheim, Stardew Valley, and Minecraft.
Alright, so keeping Minecraft.
Okay.
I've never played Valheim.
So
we'll uninstall that one. Delete Stardew.
And delete Stardew. Okay. So The Sims, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Palia.
Delete all 3.
Okay. First joker used. Warframe, The First Descendant, and Once Human.
Ooh, Once Human. Keeping that one. Play Descendant, and I guess no. Ooh, you know what? No, can I just keep all 3?
Yes. Okay. Second joker.
That one. Yeah.
Second joker. Okay. It's gonna get difficult.
Oh no! Okay,
Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, Diablo.
Okay, keeping Baldur's Gate, uninstalling, or playing and uninstalling Elden Ring.
Okay. Delete Diablo. So the Elder Scrolls series, Doom, and Quake.
Keeping Elder Scrolls series.
Okay.
Never played Quake, and let's see.
Did you hear that Elder Scrolls 6 has been announced?
Did they finally announce it? I have been waiting as well as everyone else for that to finally come out.
They also announced Dying Light 3, and it's on Steam.
Oh, really?
It's called Dying Light the Beast, and if you have Dying Light 2, the Ultimate Edition, you get it for free.
I don't have it, but I will definitely be getting those games.
Quake, Doom, and the Elder Scrolls. You said play Elder Scrolls.
I would 100% play Elder Scrolls. Doom, I've never played, so we'll uninstall and I guess delete Quake.
Lethal Company, content warning, Among Us.
Okay, so keep Lethal Company, install Among Us, and then delete the last one.
Content warning.
Content warning, yeah.
Okay, Phasmophobia, Demonologist, and Devour.
Okay, so keep Demonologist, install Phasmophobia, and...
Good choice. I love Demonologist myself.
Yeah, it's fun.
The random jump scares get me more than Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah, Phasmophobia would be better if they would usually, because there's so many different areas that they could add just little things here and there that would add so much suspense to that game.
Have you played the new map though? The lighthouse.
The lighthouse, yes, I like it. Have you done the little Easter egg at the top?
Yep. The ghosts, yep.
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
I hate Phasmophobia with a burning passion, but this map reignited my love for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have your friends with you when you play that.
Yeah.
You gotta troll each other.
The funny thing is, I play with friends that do Nightmare or Professional. Or Insanity, Insanity.
I can't do those. I like to have, I don't.
The Fallout series, Dead Space, and Mass Effect.
Keeping Fallout series.
Okay.
I'm a Fallout girl. Mass Effect will play and delete the other one.
You mean uninstall Mass Effect?
I'll uninstall Mass Effect, yeah.
Okay. So, Visage, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Madison.
I haven't played any of them.
You can skip if you want. Alright. So, Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and Dying Light.
I'll have to use my Joker to keep all three.
Last Joker has been used.
Yep, no more Jokers. Oh, you're gonna throw me some real hard.
I'll give you one more Joker just because I appreciate you. I'll give you one spare one, and that's it.
Okay.
Don't Starve Together, The Forest, and The Quarry.
Good. Okay, so keeping the quarry, uninstalling the forest, and then deleting Don't Starve Together.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm sorry. I enjoyed playing Don't Starve Together, but I really like the other two a lot.
It's fine. It's not like I have over 1,000 hours in Don't Starve Together.
Oh my god, do you really?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, I'm just teasing.
It's deleted for everyone else, but you get to keep it.
It's just a game though, but it's fine.
It's just a game.
Okay, so Alan Wake, Resident Evil, The Evil Within.
Resident Evil keeping.
Okay.
Evil Within uninstalling, and then I don't know. I've never played Alan Wake.
It's fine.
Then deleting Alan Wake.
Yeet
it. Okay, trash.
Yep. Dead by Daylight, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay. Dead by Daylight we're keeping. Uninstalling Killer Clowns. And then deleting Texas Chainsaw.
Dead Rising, The Mortuary Assistant, and The Walking Dead.
Ooh. I have to skip this one.
Okay. I mean, you have a spare Joker, but fair. Keep it.
I do, yeah. But yeah, I feel like you're gonna throw me some really, really hard ones.
Maybe. Project Zomboid, 7 Days to Die, and The Last of Us.
Oh god, okay. Oh my god. Okay, so we're definitely gonna keep 7 Days to Die because that has so much replayability. Uninstalling The Last of Us. I love that series. I don't want anything to happen to it, and I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Okay.
And then
Deleting projects.
Project Zomboid.
Yeah. Little Nightmares, the Alien series, and Silent Hills.
Alright, keeping Silent Hills, uninstalling the Alien series, and deleting Little Nightmares.
Fall Guys, Party Animals, Chained Together.
Delete all three of them bitches.
Alright. Last Joker used.
Yep.
There we go. That's fine. I mean, I understand I'm raging at Party Animals and Fall Guys. That's fair. So, Cyberpunk, GTA, Saints Row.
Ooh, keeping GTA.
Uh-huh.
Uninstalling Saints Row, and then deleting some.
Have you played Saints Row?
Think so. I haven't played Cyberpunk, so I probably would.
Pal World, Pokemon, Temtem.
Keeping Pal World.
Uh-huh.
Uninstalling Pokemon and deleting the last one too.
It's like a cheap wannabe Pokemon version. I played it. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of glitches. Even on the Switch, it's like made for the Switch, kind of, but it crashes a lot. Yeah. So Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, Tomb Raider.
Oh my god, no! No! I got it. Okay. Oh. Can't skip this one.
Yes.
Okay.
And finally, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, and Persona.
So, never really played Final Fantasy. I've watched a movie with it.
Okay.
So, I guess we'll play Final Fantasy. So
Okay.
Keep Persona and delete the other one.
Delete Kingdom Hearts.
Persona. Yeah.
Okay, so I recommend though that you try Kingdom Hearts. It's Final Fantasy but with Disney.
Okay.
I recommend that. This is segment 3. It's like a lightning round / pop quiz about you. You don't have to give a brief answer if you don't want to, but it's all chill. So, do you mind telling me and the listeners what's your daily routine? Like something you always like to do now has become regular that you do every day?
Yeah, daily routine. I usually get up, get the kids off to school when they're in school, have my coffee. That's every single morning when I'm getting them up, make my coffee.
How do you take your coffee?
It depends. It really depends on what kind of coffee it is, if I'm getting it somewhere or not. But there's always cream, there's always some type of sweetness and flavor.
No almonds?
Actually, I do have almond joy cream.
There you have it.
So yes, almond.
So if you were to be any object or creature, real or fictional, what would you be and why?
Any object.
Or creature.
Or creature, real or fictional. Ooh. I want to be a wizard. Sorceress.
You're a wizard, Blurry.
Name Wizard Blurry, yeah. Sorceress, something that can, like, magic. Something magic-ish.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Yep, exactly.
Would you be the Hermione type, or would you be the Ron type, or the Harry type? Like smart, witty and clumsy, or just like handsome and attractive?
Honestly, I think I'd just be chaotic with it.
Okay.
Like, not evil or anything, just completely chaotic.
Fair enough.
I'm not entirely sure.
Fair enough. Have you been sorted into a house? Like, which house were you chosen in?
It was a while ago, and I want to say it was Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, the yellow one, I think.
I think.
Yeah, I chose that on my playthrough, even though I was sorted into Gryffindor. But I like yellow.
Oh,
so.
really?
What would you do with $1 million?
Buy a house.
Fair enough.
Honestly, buy a house, secure a home for me and my kids, because it's these rental prices nowadays. It's a struggle. It's scary, actually. House, get a car that runs for us, and try and invest what's left.
So what are your favorite hobbies besides gaming?
I enjoy fishing. I enjoy making stuff with my hands.
Nice.
And harassing my kids.
And Hama. Harassing Hama.
And Hama, yeah. You might as well, I'd say, be my own my kids.
What's one thing you spend a lot of money on besides games?
My kids.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they always something. Mom, can I have this? Mom, can I have that? No, and then to the best of my ability, anyways.
Yeah. What's your comfort off-stream game?
Off-stream comfort game. Currently, GTA RP.
Oh, I want to get back into RP so bad, but 2 or 3 things. I'm kind of scared going back, because knowing that now Take-Two has bought 5M, and it's not been the same. I'll send you a video I watched yesterday. It's so scary, like knowing about it. Second of all, it's time consuming.
Yeah, so I don't own a business in the RP, but I do work for one, and in the mornings when I'm not working, that's usually when I'm on there getting materials, getting stuff made for later on in the day when it does get busy, and then it's almost like a full-time job. I wish I got paid for it. Actually paid for it.
Like, yeah. I mean, I've been there myself. I've worked as like a stripper, a bartender, even like an arcade manager.
I am currently, I'm a stripper bartender in RP.
I was at the arcade at the pier. I don't know if there's an arcade in your city.
I think there is.
Yeah, so I worked there as a manager. Then I managed, not manager, I was a bartender in Tequila La in another city. Then they gave me the ownership because they were my friends. And then, and then I was like I switched to my male character, bent over, and then I worked as a stripper. Yeah.
I love it.
No, I told them, like, if you don't know me, I'm Benjamin Dover. I had a colleague in one of the cities. Her name was Anya Niz. I'm not joking.
That's great.
Yeah. And I was like, is that your stripper name? She's like, no, that's my actual name. I'm like, well, you found the perfect job for it. What's one of your all-time favorite songs?
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. I
Nice.
actually have some of the lyrics tattooed on my back.
What's one of your all-time favorite movies?
The Mummy.
Which one? Which part?
The first one.
Okay.
I love them all, but the first one, I literally watched it every single night going to bed for like a year and a half straight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do that with like slashers. And they say like slashers before bed is not good. I sleep like a baby when I watch a slasher. And what's one of your all-time favorite talk show, game show, or series?
Oh man, I don't really watch TV.
Doesn't have to be on TV. It could be like a game show on Netflix. It could be a series on Netflix.
Honestly, it was probably be Lucifer.
If you had one special superpower, what would it be and why, and how would you use it?
Oh my god. That's difficult.
You can always skip if you blank out. I don't mind.
No. These are the important questions. The people must know.
Uh-huh.
The power to do whatever I want.
Superpower, yeah. Fly. Okay.
To fly. To visit all my friends all over the world. Whenever I wanted.
Yeah, mine
If
is
they
kind of
were-
similar. Mine is like teleportation.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that. I don't know. I'd like to fly though. I've always wanted. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to fly.
So these are some food-related questions. What's your favorite go-to drink?
If it's not coffee, it's Dr.
Oh, Dr. Pepper is good. And what about the alcoholic part?
Straight tequila.
Ooh, nice. What's the weirdest thing you've ever tasted?
Ha! It's a loaded question. Like food-wise, right?
Yes, food-wise.
Oh goodness, the weirdest thing I've ever tasted, food-wise. That's Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Tofu for me is.
It's not weird. It's not weird.
texture and flavor.
I've tasted the octopus and I regret it, but crave it to this day.
I like if it's done right. I like the octopus if it's done right.
Mine was snuck into my curry.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. So, what's your favorite comfort food of all time?
Sausage gravy and biscuit.
Wow. Mine is either pineapple pizza or recently it's been ice cream.
Oh, ice cream's always good.
Mm-hmm. So, which of these three things would you give up if you ever had to? Money, gaming, or love?
Money.
Fair enough. If you had the chance to switch lives with one celebrity from today, who would you pick and why?
Oh my god.
For
Switch with Ryan Reynolds. Like,
just one day,
hell,
yeah.
I feel like lively.
Like, yeah. I mean, mine, I've said it before, but you haven't heard it probably. So mine would be Kim Kardashian for 3 reasons. Even though I hate her, but I want to just like see what goes on in the background. I want to smuggle some of her money to my family. And the third one is I want to be able to call her sisters slurs and call them bitches.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that question, I would have to give it some actual thought. Off the top of my head, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could call, hey, what's her name? Hey, Chloe, you son of a bitch, or you daughter of a bitch, or you C word, you see you, yeah, you whore.
You whore. Oh
Okay,
God.
so
All things I call my sisters.
I mean, I'm an only child, so I don't relate.
I'm the oldest of 4 girls.
Oh wow! So these are the last 2 questions. If your life was ever to be a video game, what would it be named and why?
My life wherever oh man, the sad life of a nut.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. Yeah.
Okay, so something you always wanted to learn but you didn't have time for.
Oh, how to play guitar.
Which guitar? Normal or all of them? Okay.
All guitars. Just never really had the opportunity, and then when I did, I'd still like to eventually learn.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, one day. Mine would be probably, but I'm doing it on Duolingo, but that's fine. I'm learning Russian. All right, so in this segment, we're going to talk about mental health, and in some episodes, there have been some sensitive subjects. And I'm not going to run a warning today because there's nothing too morbid, because we've spoken about, sorry for saying these words again, we've spoken about suicide, we've spoken about drug abuse, we've spoken about abduction, we've spoken about rape, we've spoken about a lot of things. I apologize in advance for anything that may seem heavy or triggering in future episodes. I say that every episode. Tonight we're going to talk about depression, anxiety, and ADHD because they all run on the same spectrum, as Blurry said. So can you tell me a little bit about your experience with these, like with ADHD? Because I'm an ADHD kid myself, and I struggle every day. And not only ADHD, but like there's also anxiety that comes with it. There's some parts that you get autism with as well.
Yes. So I wasn't officially diagnosed ADHD until my adult life. A lot of it because growing up, it was both everyone's being diagnosed with it and no one was being diagnosed with it. If that makes sense. My parents just thought of it as, well, she just doesn't want to listen. Bad kid. Which wasn't it. It was, I couldn't focus. I can't focus unless something really has my attention, and hyper focusing on it, it fell by the wayside. I was very forgetful because it was one of those things out of sight, out of mind, which is very typical with ADHD. It's still a struggle for me today. Then being ADHD on top of it, I was also dyslexic growing up. So I had a lot
dyslexic,
of issues.
Yeah.
So had a lot of struggles with that. And dealt with a lot of stuff growing up that also ended up causing my depression. Some of it was because I was undiagnosed ADHD, I believe. And then, of course, when you're ADHD, your mind's always running a million miles a second. It's everywhere, going down every single path of possibility when stuff is happening that your brain either completely shuts off or it sends you into an anxiety attack. Because then you start to worry.
I've had some nights where I'm like, okay, listen here, bitch. You're not gonna sleep. You're gonna think indefinitely. I'm like, oh God, but I need to sleep.
Yeah. And then I have that where I'll start to fall asleep, but because my mind won't shut off, the anxiety attack kicks in. And when you're laying there trying to sleep, that falling sensation you get in your chest, that nauseous that you get when you're in the middle of an anxiety attack, the tightening of your chest, it's just random throughout the night. It sucks. It's difficult. It can be really difficult, and you got to learn what works for you. You got to learn different coping mechanisms because not everyone's going to have access to medication. So you got to find ways to help you focus your energy on trying to relieve your anxiety attacks, removing yourself from the situation, going for a walk, slow. I keep telling my kids, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling angry, you're feeling sad. Stop, take 3 slow, deep breaths. And by the third one, you'll feel a release. You'll feel better. It might not be 100% better, but you'll feel better.
Yep.
It's important to learn different coping mechanisms, healthy coping mechanisms
Yeah.
for all of it.
I have something that like a picture that's on top of like my bed in my bedroom, that it's a polar bear with his eyes closed, and it reads, to solve problems, close your eyes until they go away. I've tried this. It doesn't work.
No, no, it doesn't. You can hope all you want. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, but does any of your kids have ADHD?
Yes, all my kids.
All of them. Okay.
My daughter definitely has ADHD. My son is high functioning autistic. He
Okay.
has ADHD. He has some tics, especially when he gets overworked, anxious. He starts stimming and he's upset. They really flare up.
Yeah. But one real question. I might know what it means, but some people don't. What is high functioning autism?
So there are different levels of autism. High functioning autistic is you have that neurodivergence, but you're able to communicate. You're able to, for the most part, integrate into society. You're able to hold a job down for some, not all, depending on how high functioning you are. My son, we're gonna have to get him tested to see if he'll be able to have like a regular job and be able to provide for himself and stuff like that. He does have issues where his processing speed of stuff is low.
Slow, yeah.
Very brilliant.
Yeah.
He can be very brilliant at times. But if there's a problem in front of him, like if I tell him, okay, go clean up your room, he'll walk in there and his brain can't pick apart what needs to be done. To him,
where to start. But I've been there. So maybe there's a way you could help out, like I've been helped out with. It's like turn it into a game. Like tell him, okay, here, I'm gonna help you out with it. You see all these, for example, like paper related stuff, you don't have to tidy them up. Just put them together, put them aside. Just categorize them. It's like a game. You have to and if he likes like not necessarily counting, but my parents used to make me count because like counting is fun, and just to pass time. So tell him, like, for example, everything that's plastic, put it together. Everything that's paper, put it together. Everything that's like wires and like electronic and video game related, put it together. You don't have to tidy him up if he feels like it's too much of a pressure. Just put them together, keep them where they are, but just stack them.
Yeah. See, and I have the issue with him where if it's something he doesn't want to do, he will completely just shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, we're trying to work on it. I've tried the gentle parenting. I've tried the stern. I've tried everything. It's when you have a child with ADHD that as well as autism, there's a lot to learn. And you're always learning something new. You have to learn to try and keep patient. But they're also can be very smart. So they'll know, oh, I can blame this on my autism.
Yeah.
And get away with it. You got to be able to catch them and be like, no, it's not, because you're able to do these things. Or I know you're doing this on purpose to get what you want, and you're not going to be able to keep doing that.
I've had a friend that's popping off like on streams. She might be saying stuff that are a little bit triggering sometimes, and she's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I have autism. And we scolded her at some points, telling her like, no, it's not autism. You have to know your limits. You have to not say morbid and triggering stuff. You don't have to trauma dump all the time. So it's not like we're shunning her, it's like we're just like distancing her from us, because she's made one of our friends just end her stream suddenly because she felt uncomfortable. She went into my friend's stream one day saying that one of her brothers or her brother stabbed someone, for example. Like those things, very impulsive things. And she's always blaming it on autism. So
oh yeah, I mean, yes, you can be autistic. You can have issues with impulse control. Yes, it's a big thing. But you can learn. You can learn how to do things. there's therapies out there, there's groups
Yeah.
out there to help autistic people learn what is right to do in a social setting, and to help them learn what you should and shouldn't do. And everyone just, oh, I'm autistic, it's that one. No, don't. That's like a man going around, I can't help but fucking everything, I'm a man. No, it's not. That's not okay, because you learn, you're taught. And if you're just going to blame it on something, it just says that you're just irresponsible. You don't want to take responsibility for your own actions. And that's not okay.
Yeah, I have impulsivity. Like, I suffer from it. Sometimes I do stuff that I regret, and I just find myself in a very putrid situation where I'm like, oh God, what have I done? Like, oh my God, the consequences. And without thinking of it, I repeat it another time. I'm like, why do I keep doing this? And then I just talk myself down into the stuff. And then I realize, well, it's just who I am. Just embrace it.
Yeah. I mean, and you're gonna have that with different things with everyone.
Yeah.
But you know that you've taken responsibility for it, and that's the main thing. You can't blame other people.
You recognize that you've done. Like, you tell yourself that you've messed up here. Just work on fixing it. That's how you get along. Yeah. But Blurry, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the time. I really had so much fun.
Okay, I'm glad. Now you enjoyed myself.
I mean, yeah, Blurry was nervous in the beginning, and I told her it's just chatting. So we're not doing anything major. So that's most of what the guests have suffered. So I'm like, just chatting. We're having a conversation.
Yes. I thank you for inviting me on. I really enjoy it, and I'm gonna go have an anxiety attack now.
Oh my God. So please, guys, go check BlurryAlmond on Twitch. It's BlurryAlmond. The episode handle is her Twitch handle. Go check her out. Go follow her. When do you stream, and when's your next streams?
Honestly, my next stream is probably going to be shortly after this.
Ooh.
So yeah, I try to stream during the week when I'm off. So typically Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I will occasionally get a Sunday in, depending on how things are going. I'm trying to get a more routine schedule as far as streaming goes.
So I'm gonna be streaming as well after this. So we'll see who rates the first. So we'll see who rates into who first.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, what are you playing today?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I've been addicted.
Nice.
Yeah, I wanted to just like take a breather from the chaos, but I'll be back. I'm not depriving you guys from the chaos. I'll be back.
All right, love.
All right. Thank you so much again, and guys who are listening, everybody, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.